Previously on Portal. As Dave and Val continued to thwart the powerful, shapeless force known as the Ultimate, the villain took an inexplicable course of action. For reasons unknown, the Ultimate temporarily surrendered his power to project his consciousness into the body of a lifeless dummy. But just as the Ultimate prepared to carry out a secret new scheme, Val discovered his hidden location.
Then that's it, we gotta strike now. First.
This is Portal.
This can't be right, Val.
I'm certain that the Ultimate's energy signature came from this location.
It's an office building.
It is surrounded by a trans-dimensional energy shield.
Okay, then get my stealth gear ready to go.
Dave, the building is completely and entirely secured with the exception of the front door.
All right. You got any suits? Hi. Another way.
You here to see the Ultimate, sir? The Ultimate?
Yeah.
You're Dave, correct? He's waiting for you right through there.
Right. Ultimate? Okay, Ultimate. Here I am. It worked. You got me. Ultimate?
Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the maggot.
What? You're my dummy.
Ah, my dear enemy, I assure you there is only one dummy here, and it is not I. So there I was, sailing across the calm blue ocean with one of the smartest women in the world. Not hard on the eyes, either. So why were my panties in a bunch? Because this was no pleasure cruise. Some backstory. A couple of months ago in Anarchy Online, I began my search for a super robot known as Zatreon. According to sources, it was the deadliest robot ever created. Near invincibility, full teleportation and transforming abilities, and an emergency self-destruct mechanism worse than 10 hydrogen bombs. The robot had only recently escaped his creator and fled to the distant land of Atlantis. Not sure why. But until I was positive that Zatreon wasn't a threat, one way or another, there'd be no time to relax. I brought the Shrink along hoping she could talk the robot down. I wanted to avoid a fight at all costs. Otherwise, Zatreon might decide to go boom, and that wasn't an option. Doctor, you ready for a swim?
Certainly. Although I have spotted several sharks over the last few miles.
You just get that brain warmed up. I'll take care of the sharks.
You were correct. Breathing does not seem to be an issue here.
You can't breathe if you're dead. Get back! Ow. In here. Stay close.
Drifter, if I may ask, how long have you been imposing on yourself this immense pressure of having to save the world?
Do yourself a favor, Doc. Don't even try. The guy we need to talk to should be down here. Rumor has it, if it goes on in Atlantis, he knows about it. He should be able to point us toward our main catch. Your Highness, I've come before you to offer my aid in saving Atlantis. Yes, from a threat alien to this place. My name is... I will, once I'm convinced Zatreon's not a threat. True, but I am in a position to bargain. You can't leave Atlantis. I can. I can go anywhere. Tell me where Zatreon is, and I'll obtain any treasure for you, from anywhere in the universe. My gift for your aid.
Now, wait, Ultimate, before you go any further, let me just say...
Ah, dear Dave, there is no need for such violence.
Shut up! What is going on? What's with the dummy?
As I have stated, Dave, there is little cause for your outburst. My plans shall soon be clear.
What plans?
These plans.
What is going on? Why are we in a... Don't make me beat your face in. I did it to Bob, and I will do it to you.
But it is Bob who would have destroyed you without my aid.
What?
Yes, Dave. Say thank you. For it was I who shut off the power in Bob's mansion weeks ago, allowing you to escape his humiliating death trap.
That's not possible. Why? Why would you do that?
Because I required you to beat him.
You were afraid of Bob.
He is but a gnat to me.
Then why?
Perhaps you should ask my new allies. Allow me to introduce you to Dr. Tickles, Little Miss Damnation, Sozo the Torturer, and he who bathes in death. Know these names well, Portal Imbecile, for they shall soon be the rulers of all time and space. So speaks the Ultimate! And the search continued. The big fish told us we could find Zatreon on an island chained topside. My quest was finally nearing an end, I hoped.
Do you feel there's a possibility we were deceived?
How many is this?
38 islands so far.
Possible. Stay here while I check this one out. Just scream if anything happens.
I don't scream.
Right, that makes one of us. We can camp here for the night. We'll pay our fish friend another visit in the morning. Either he was lying, or the robot slipped right under our noses. With his transforming, Zatreon could make himself look like anything.
You have spoken the name of this unit. Zatreon of free will and mind chooses to reveal itself for purposes of determining threat capacity. This unit reserves the right to enact the following action on targets. Eradication.
Okay, so, let me see if I have everyone's names right. Dr. Chuckles.
Tickles!
Little Miss Damnation. Zozo the Tormentor. Torturer, sorry. And, of course, everyone's favorite, he who bathes in death.
You will bathe in death!
Of course I will. Oh, and last but not least, your fearless leader, the adorable, the huggable, the squeezable, the ultimate.
The time for introductions is finished, my enemy. I will now share with you our plans for the universe before you are at long last put to death.
I got a better idea. Let me share something with you. See, I don't really care about your plans anymore. This little guy's called a business mate space saver for reasons which should be obvious. Let's just skip the conversation and party like it's 2099.
Hello, this is Val. Currently, Dave is handling a minor situation on the planet Earth. As we await his return, please enjoy this informational video recorded by Dave at an earlier date.
Life in The Sims Online isn't all fun and games. I mean, sure, there's the fun and the games, but who's got time with so many chores? There's cleaning the toilet, watering the plants, and cleaning the other toilet, and the other toilet. But luckily, help is just a phone call away. Enter the maid. For a fee, she'll come clean up your house every 3 days. She shows at 10 in the morning and works until your place is immaculate or you send her home. No task is too disgusting or menial for the maid. Just make sure you have cash on hand to pay, otherwise it's repo time on one of your favorite items, and no service for a week. Now, what about some help in your eccentric and bizarre garden of centrified spiritualism? Just call the gardener. Like the maid, pay the gardener by the hour and he'll show up every 3 days to make your life easier, replanting and watering even your most sad and mangled of plants. Of course, you can fire any of your employees at any time. You are the boss. Just remember, if they don't do the work and you don't do the work, well, it doesn't take long for a royal palace to turn into a frat house. Good luck. Dave out.
Dave, do not be a fool. You cannot destroy us.
You know what the difference is between a regular bat and an ion bat? Let's ask Zozo. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Cease this madness, fool, before I am forced to intervene.
What's the matter? Why didn't you help him? Were you scared? Ah, well, gee, that's too bad. Who's next?
We're not here to harm you, Zatreon. We merely wish to ask you some questions about how you're feeling. Are you confused by your newfound freedom?
Zatreon will not respond to queries until threat assessment is completed.
Of course.
Female human life form poses. No threat to this unit. Male human life form poses. No threat to this unit.
Ouch.
Issuing new command. Depart Zatreon's proximity immediately. Failure to comply will result in eradication.
Zatreon, why is it so important that you be left alone? Is that why you came here to Atlantis, to escape civilization?
Issuing final warning. Evacuate Zatreon's proximity or face eradication.
Doc?
You're afraid, Zatreon, aren't you? You're afraid of being found, afraid of losing your freedom again.
This is gonna get ugly.
Let him answer, Drifter. Tell us, Zatreon, then we will leave.
Responding. This unit's design is that of a flawless weapon. Problem. This unit does not wish to fulfill that purpose. However, this unit has destroyed its creators, thus eliminating the possibility for external reprogramming. Status. This unit now seeks to reprogram itself, free of interference from outside elements.
You see, Drifter? Zatreon's merely escaped to this place to find some peace and quiet while he decides what to do with his future.
I heard.
Zatreon, I believe I can help you find the purpose you seek.
Follow-up. Why should this unit allow foreign entities to aid in the restructuring of its mental core?
The answer to that question is perhaps the most abstract and complicated one you will ever know, Zatreon. It requires you to do something which defies all of your most basic programming, but something which will be absolutely crucial to your new existence as a free being. It will require you to learn trust.
Processing. Processing. Decision. Zatreon concurs that this unit will not function in a society of free beings without mastery of the virtue known as trust.
That's fantastic, Zatreon.
However, this unit's core programming will not permit it to learn any such virtue capable of compromising its security. Conclusion. Zatreon is therefore incapable of functioning in this society. As Zatreon is not willing to return to servitude, only one option remains.
Uh-oh.
Initiating self-destruct sequence. Estimated explosion. 450 nuclear kilotons. T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
Cease this madness! Cease at once!
Sorry, can't hear you. Stop screaming, Dr. Tickles.
Imbecile! You will ruin everything!
That's the point.
Stop!
You really think I would come here without a way to kill you, huh?
You will regret this.
No, I won't. What a nut.
Dave?
Val.
The portal shield around your current location has vanished. It appears you have succeeded in defeating
Great.
the ultimate.
give me a few minutes to look around, just in case.
T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
Doc, back! I gotta cut the reactor out.
No, Drifter. Zatreon, you don't have to give up on yourself. Let me teach you how to trust.
This unit's core programming will not allow such self-endangering behavior.
Zatreon, go ahead and blow yourself up, but do it somewhere else. Use your teleportation. There are villages near here. Innocents.
T-minus 90 seconds.
Fine. Let's do this.
Stop, Drifter.
There's no time.
Drifter, look at me. I need you to trust me. I know how to help him, but you must believe in my abilities. Now, turn your back and walk away, Drifter.
Walk away? Now?
Yes, Drifter, please. Trust me. Trust me.
It was the hardest thing I'd ever done, and maybe, if I was on to the dock, the smartest.
Well, Zatreon, we're alone.
This unit does not understand. The sole infinitesimal possibility of halting this unit's self-destruct sequence lie with the Drifter. Why has he departed?
Because, Zatreon, the Drifter understood that sometimes an individual's best chance of survival doesn't lie with themselves, but with others. He understood that in order to save himself, he had to trust someone else. Me.
But you are not capable of stopping this unit.
No, Zatreon, but I am capable of helping you. The Drifter bet his life on that. It would only require you to trust me, just as he did.
15 seconds.
But in order for any being to trust another, it first requires them to trust their own judgment, their own heart. That is the key to your freedom, Zatreon. You must not trust your programming. You must trust yourself.
Zatreon is confused. There is much to analyze.
Indeed. Indeed.
This just in, a disturbing story in the news tonight. As a beloved American holiday, Christmas has fallen under vicious attack by a mysterious man known only as Dave.
What?
The tragedy began weeks ago when Dave launched a direct assault on Santa Claus himself at Santa's toy warehouse in the North Pole. The proof can be seen on this videotape, recently received from an anonymous source.
Oh, look at all these wonderful toys I built for all the children of the world.
You scumbag.
That was Bob.
But Dave's horrific assault on Christmas did not end with Santa. He took his fight to the Joymaker's workshop, where he unleashed his brutality upon newly finished toys, once intended for needy children.
That was... You really think I would come here without a way to kill you?
Please, you're hurting us.
That's the point.
Mister, we just want to make children smile. We're helpless and scared.
Scared? Ah, well, gee, that's too bad. Who's next?
Perhaps the most tragic part of this tale are the many warnings that have gone ignored. For Dave, as the eccentric and often violent host of a bizarre interdimensional transmission, seems to have declared his intentions long ago.
I'm coming for you. You can run, you can hide. Either way, the ending's gonna be the same. You're going down. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Now, with Christmas a distant memory, only one question remains. Where is the villain known as Dave?
You did this.
A brilliant revelation. Farewell, dearest Dave. Enjoy what little is left of your new life.
Ultimate! Ultimate!
Trust is a complicated thing, friend. We'll get to that. But first, let's talk about that fusion reactor of yours. What the?
Zatreon?
I'm sorry. Zatreon no longer exists. This glorious weapon now belongs to the mighty Ultimate!
Drifter?
Val, where did the Ultimate go?
I am unsure at this time.
Well, track
Dave.
them. Use all your resources, all of them. I'll be safe here for a minute. Just go.
Yes, Dave.
In my glorious hands, these powers of teleportation are mighty indeed. I have transported not only myself, but a fabled hero. Perhaps the only greater weapon is my newly acquired power of transformation! Would you care to guess my next order of business, Drifter? Excellent.
Come on, Val, hurry up.
Hey, did you hear that? It's that Dave guy, the one who killed Christmas! Let's get him! It's locked! Break it down!
Uh-oh.
Need to. Oh, need to. My apologies, hero. If my hatred burns too bright, and now comes the finishing blow. At long last, the death of the legendary Drifter. What? Who would dare?
Dave,
Val.
I have just rescued the Drifter from the Ultimate.
What?
He is near death. Stand by for portal materialization in 15 seconds.
It's almost open!
Hurry.
Ah, my dear Val. With my new teleporting abilities, no haven is sacred. Not even your precious hub. You might have temporarily rescued the Drifter wench, but there will be no saving Dave!
Val. Val, can you hear me? They're almost through.
Come on! Get him!
Val!
There he is!
No. What would it look like?
Val! Val! Where are you? Val!
I'm sorry, Dave.
Can I take a break?
Nay, we're getting a pretty penny to guard that badger, so quit your complaining.
Did you hear that?
Do I look deaf to you? Of course I heard.
Gabba?
Well, what was it?
Something bad, mate. Something real bad.